I'm not really sure if I like how the video, like color moves when I move back and forth. I'm trying to stay in one spot, but you'll have to bear with me. I don't have all the technological gear that, you know, a proper YouTube celebrity would probably have. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah. So my son's out here, and he's got to go to school and return some stuff. But Richard, or Fohai, has been like firing 1,000 questions. It's epic. All right. So one of the questions that he had was, "Hey Rennick, what kind of tools do you use out in installation land?" And to be honest with you, there's really not all that much. But what I do think it would be important to mention is that there are going to be some times, and last night was one of them, when you're going to set up on a rock. I mean, literally, like this place that we were setting up was on a rock. So the first thing that I will tell you that I think everybody needs to have is a cordless drill. All right. So I had mentioned this in my first video. This is a cordless 18 volt drill. I don't think they make 18 volts anymore. It's an old dinosaur. It works great, but you're going to want to bring with you definitely an extra battery, because believe it or not, these batteries get old after a while, and they'll die pretty quickly, especially if you're drilling a lot. But you also want to be mindful of when you're drilling. I mean, this is a pretty wide bit. So now I'm going to just talk about this bit for 1 second, because I already mentioned it in another video, but I wanted to be a little bit more all-inclusive in what I bring to an installation. This is a carbon bit. Mason, not a carbon. It's a masonry bit. And masonry, people who are masons, you know, use concrete. So this will drill through concrete. So if my wife wanted to hang up something outside on the side of the house and there's concrete, you just drill it right in there, and this will bore through this is like a lightsaber. You know what I mean? Like a lightsaber. So you'll be fine. Just dunk it wherever you gotta go. So I've actually never had to use that, but I bring it with me anyway because I realized last night I might. Now the other thing that I bring with me too sometimes is a mallet or a rubberized hammer.
What's going on?
Are you gonna finally say hi to my YouTube followers?
No.
What do you mean no? That's mean.
She's like that.
She is like that. You know what? I'm gonna make you stop and talk to them. That's fine.
I don't care about
just
anything
listen.
that you have to do.
This is the general. She's right here. Okay?
That's her purse.
Why?
It's because yeah.
Why?
Because she's mom. I can't until you show your face. You think I should wait?
No.
I think I should.
It would be great, but you know who would feel the brunt of that? This guy. Get in the car. All right. That was just a surprise appearance from the general. She's slightly camera shy. Apparently has to go somewhere important, which is everywhere. All right. So rubber mallet. Okay. This happens to be a 16 ounce. And if you have to bang in like easy steaks, like a 12-inch easy steak, or even a 24-inch steak, these are perfect to use. Okay. But you should also have just a regular hammer. Now, all of this stuff is great to have, but let me tell you, does anybody know who Diego is? You know, like the cartoon? What's like the one thing that Diego has during the cartoon that just turns everything around, right? It's a rescue pack, right? Rescue pack, coming to the rescue. They get the salsa going, you know what I mean? So I have one of those. This is my backpack. And believe it or not, I carry everything in this thing. I got medical equipment, I got tourniquets, I'm weird like that, and Band-Aids, and so everything else. I even have like, maybe I'm giving you a little too much information, but I got little water caplets, things like that. But what I have in here that is an absolute lifesaver, and I mentioned to you guys before, is a through light. Through night. Now, I told you guys that we do a lot of camping. We have an RV camper, we have a toy hauler, and I use my truck to pull it. So when we get to a campsite and it's really dark, the light is phenomenal. I'm gonna give you a real life installation of it all. Oh, wait a minute. The other thing too that is good about the through night. I should say it right, shouldn't I? Considering I have a hard time spelling serious, let's see if we can get this one right. So I'll put a link in the description where you could go get one of these. They might not make this model anymore. This is a TH10. I actually bought another one for my brother-in-law who's in the landscaping business because we go camping a lot together. And I keep extra batteries with me wherever I go. All right. So what I do, especially if we're doing like someone's house that it's going to be a complete surprise and it's late at night, and if it's pitch black, like it's harder at night. All right. So what I do is when I get to a location, I throw this bad boy on. Clearly I have to fix this thing. I don't even know what that does. I just kind of like it because it makes me look official. All right. Now, if you go with the headlamp, right, which is what you want to do, all right, think about a doctor in surgery, right? Like they got these lights on, you know what I mean? You've seen all the shows on whatever. But what's great about this light too is that it will allow you to illuminate different it will shine differently. It will have different lumens. Lumens is a technical term for brightness. I mean, like this thing is like it's like a beam, like a tractor beam. If you get it on its highest level, I mean, you can see anything. What I typically do is I put it on the lowest level, all right? And because I have the ability to, use my hands, now I'm not worried about having a flashlight. Now, look, you could get these like Energizer. You see them when you walk in, when you're checking out at a store or Home Depot, they have like these ones that you can put on your head. I've gotten those too, and they're good. But here's what happens is that you can't really have it sit as well as like it has on this one right now, which I clearly need to do a better job on. Like, this is just bad. All right, so you want to have your hands free, so you're looking around. Now, the other thing that I also want to tell you that I take with me no matter where I go, and that I use more when I'm camping than I am anything else, because I don't have a set of tools with me in case I have to, change a tire or whatnot. Now, I bought this setup on Amazon. It's a cheap knockoff toolkit. All right, I'm going to show it to you. It is, I'm not even going to try to say that, but it's a 135 piece hand tool set. So it's got all the wrenches that you would need. Listen, it's probably overkill for everybody who's watching this, but for me, it's perfect. And it's not like super expensive. It's not like Snap-on tools, which are really expensive, but for a quick getaway and for a quick tool, it's absolutely perfect. Now, I would say it's probably overkill for you guys, but if you're an RV person and you've got to tinker with that kind of stuff, it's just a safety valve that you can leverage. But I think all in all, when you go install, you want to have a headlamp and you want to have a good one. I think I paid $35 for this. Like, why wouldn't you have that? You never know when you need one, all right? The drills, I also have this DeWalt brushless drill, and this is a nail driver. Like, you can dive deep nails into boards, and it works great. And this is a 12 volt, but it's a mini one. I love this drill. I got it because my 18 volt, the one that I just showed you, is old and the batteries are dying. So, yeah, let's see if we can cut this off at 10 minutes because I know everybody's busy and doing stuff. But that's the tools video that I think you guys should have. You can already check out that the General has moved all of the items from my previous video. Okay, so yeah, I don't think I should talk about anything else right now. But that's the different light brightnesses. Let me see if I can show you. We got that. There you go. That's a bright one. Look at that one. It's like blinding. And then you just press it. Whoa. Sorry. Okay, so that's it. Listen, get your tools set and ready to go. I keep them in the back of my truck. Hey, shadow boxing. All right, guys, be good.